everybody. It's your girl, Johan.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's the mother, Danny.
And this is The Team.
Episode 85.
85. Wow.
It's just Joe and I. Yeah. Watch the Throne vibes.
Right. The cousins.
Right. Jay and Yay.
Yeah.
And
I'm Jay, right? I'm Jay because you're the rebel.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah.
People be a little iffy about you, so I'm
whatever. You on to something. I mean, you know, me and Yay say what's on our mind.
I'm
unfiltered. So
right, I'm definitely Jay.
Okay.
And we have our good sis. Introduce yourself.
I'm Morgan Esdale, also known as the OG.
Yes,
the
the OG.
Yes. Giving us the stylist vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all year round, 365.
I just seen you. Oh, well, okay. I guess we can hop right into it.
Right.
You just went to New York. So this is our a weekend
recap.
Oh, yes, weekend recap. I did go to New York. I went to, I was on Flatbush Avenue. I believe the lounge that I was at is 333 Lounge in New York. And I went to go see one of my Instagram icons. Her name is Iconic Ash. Her name is Ashley Muhammad. And she's from New York. She's a stylist. She's a mom of 3 boys. She's just all around dope. So I went to go see her. She had a little meet and greet, a nice little interview. She answered a lot of questions. She dropped a lot of gems, and it was just all around a great vibe.
How was that for you? Because you really love her.
I do.
You really
and
do
if you
love
follow
her.
me on Instagram, you know.
You really do love her. So how was that for you to meet her?
It was great, and I really enjoy her because she's not the type of person to not respond or not reach out or not even acknowledge anything that you say. Because normally when you get on Instagram, everybody has 1,000,001 followers, right, and they got a lot of stuff going on. So they may not see what you say or even want to respond or whatever because they're too busy, or even have somebody else managing their phone.
Yeah.
But for her, it's her on her own thing, doing her own thing. You
right. So you have access to her. She's accessible. Her husband dropped some jewels couple weeks before, a week before you went to see her.
Yes.
And he was talking about peace. And I'm always a person, to keep my peace, be at peace, go in peace. And then he said, are you really, it was a very profound question. He was like, are you really at peace if you don't really get what's on your chest off?
Right.
So if you're keep talking or keep thinking about the situation, is that really you being at peace if you mute yourself?
Right. And that's why I reposted everything. It was a lot, but
you
it was
because
it was very necessary. And I feel like a lot of people go through it. So it's after reading everything that he was saying, it just goes to show that everybody goes through the same type of thing, and to just take a moment and just sit back and think am I really over this problem? Right. Or am I just trying to act like I'm over something?
Right. It was very thought-provoking. I loved it. And I do like her vibe. Did she have any of her new merch there?
Yeah, so she had some of her merch there. I got some of her socks. She also has a nice little spray, and she has these
the bracelets.
Yeah, the little bracelets that she has. Yep. They are $150. That's why I bought the socks, because they were $40 and you get 2
more.
But she has a nice sweatsuit too, but it's expensive.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna keep it moving.
My weekend, I didn't really do anything. I got my hair braided.
You got your hair braided. Yes.
Shout out to mother with the braids. It sounds like Danny with the braids.
Yes, Danny with the braids.
Might have to act up. Yeah.
When don't you, Danielle?
You're right, but I'm about to go on vacation.
Where you going?
I'm going to St. Lucia
this
week, so I'm gonna really act up.
Put me in your bag.
I'm gonna really act up.
You deserve it, though.
You do.
Are you packed up? How are you? How's the process going for you?
I'm pretty much packed up and done. I'm I really don't have anything else to do. I did laundry earlier, so try to get that out the way. Got to pack the cub up to go.
With the dad.
Right.
So I'm pretty much done. So when it's time to go, I'm ready to go.
It's time to go.
And I managed to get 97% of my things in a carry-on.
What?
Yes.
So are you only bringing a carry-on?
I am.
Wow. You have to teach me your ways.
Because I'm going with, it's a big group, 12 of us.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh, yeah, just pack a carry-on. So, there's no waiting.
Right.
Right.
I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't want nobody waiting on me because I'm waiting on my bag, because originally I had my big suitcase. And I was like, I'm going to do this. So I squished and rolled and got it all in there.
Wow. You got a duffel bag?
No, it's a little carry-on, suitcase, rolly suitcase.
You know me. Listen, I do not like carry on. I don't care if I'm bringing 2 things. I just want my blanket and my phone in my hand, and I don't like I hate in the airport, well, in the plane, when people are taking their stuff down and there's a line, and I'm like, I only got this blanket. Can I go? I am not a carry-on person. If it's 2 things in the bag, I want it under the plane. But then, what if that bag gets lost? Like, I've never had my bag get lost.
So I follow this girl. She's in Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
Her bag didn't make it with her. So luckily she had like extra, like toiletries and extra underwear in her carry-on. And she just went to the store to buy like an outfit until her bag came. But I was like, yeah, no.
That's what my mom says all the time. Like, make sure that you put like at least one outfit in your carry-on bag just in case.
It depends where you're going.
Too.
Just because I'm going to the island, so I'm not wearing nothing big. I'm not wearing sneakers and stuff like that. So nothing's taking up a lot of space.
You could buy tourist. If your bag got lost, you can buy tourist stuff. You can buy the little t-shirts, little swimsuits. You don't really need nothing.
Right.
But I mean, I should do it. I'm very proud of myself. So I'm just going to get off that plane and keep going.
Oh, wow. I aspire to travel with the carry-on one day.
Because y'all know how I do. I still overpacked. But it's all little stuff.
Wow.
Shout out to you.
I can't.
I hate carrying a carry-on.
And I have my clear heels.
I always feel like I'm going to miss
Shout
something.
out to me.
I feel like I'm going to miss something if I have a carry-on.
Yeah,
I like to have options as well.
True.
Right. And then it all depends on how your hair is.
Right.
I don't need no products. I don't have to bring nothing.
Because I just saw a post the other day. It was like packing for a trip, and you got 32 outfits, and the trip is only 3 days.
Yep.
And I'm like,
it's always like that.
But I need it.
Yeah. You never know.
It's always like that.
How the spirit's going to move you.
Yeah, the spirit don't be moving me to.
You're not an overpacker, Joe?
I am an overpacker. Well, maybe not, because when we went to Charlotte, I only had a backpack.
Oh, yeah. But we all had just carry-ons on that trip.
I know, but I had a backpack. You guys had like maybe the small suitcase. I had a North Face book bag, and I was good to go.
No,
so it depends on where I'm going. I definitely
or H&M.
Right. I definitely know how to pack.
So we're not doing Drop That Line this week. Sorry, guys.
No, we're not doing Drop That Line because there's been so much going on in music, and I felt like let's discuss that stuff instead of me giving you a line and maybe you guys not figuring it out. So first up, like you guys know how I've been ranting about King Disease, like Nas's album, which is his first. He received his first Grammy off that album, and I love that album so much. So I think about a week and a half ago, he just said, "Oh, guys, King Disease too," and it was supposed to come out on Friday, and it actually did come out. So Nas, thank you for that, actually dropping it. And I'm not as crazy about it as I was King Disease 2, but it's only been like a couple days. But the song with Lauryn Hill, Fire, which is Nobody, like her verse, I feel like her verse was the best verse off the whole album.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I'm surprised she showed up.
And she talked about that too. She was like, I'm trying to save lives, and y'all worried about me showing up on time.
My lateness.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, snapping.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the album.
You enjoyed the album? Did you listen to King Disease?
I did not listen to the first album. Because, I mean, I don't not like Nas, but I'm like not a Nas fan.
Yeah.
But I was like, I only really listen to music when I'm driving. So I was like, I'm running errands on Friday, so let me like listen to it. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty damn good. I was like, whoever said rap or hip hop is a young man's game, lied.
Okay, so you like it, so that because you like it, you have to listen to King's Disease. You have to, because King's Disease is like, it's a gem. Like, it's so good. Right, and I'm not a Nas fan either. But since like I was turned out to King Disease, like I love it.
I'll listen to it. I gotta give it a listen.
You have to, because it's just so good.
It was so many like songs. I don't have a favorite. It was just so many.
I don't have a favorite yet either, because I'm still dissecting it. But Lauryn Hill's verse was the best thing on the album.
He had this song with Eminem. I thought Eminem did great.
Yeah, I actually skipped that song.
I thought Eminem did pretty damn good.
I skipped that song. And I skipped the song about Tupac.
I listened to that.
So
you skipped it on the first go-round?
No, I listened to it, and then my third, fourth, fifth go-around, now every time the album plays, I skip it because I don't care about Suge Knight and the other people that was mentioned on the song, so I just kind of skip it.
I listen to it all the way through, but like Brunch on Sundays
and yo. So I have mixed feelings about Brunch on Sundays because I'm like, Nas.
It is it's different.
Cute, right?
It's different.
I know you want to bring the ladies out, and I know you want to show light to that Brunch on Sundays is a culture thing, like it is a thing. But I'm like, do we have to put that in an album? Like, Nas,
right?
Let's not dummy down now. But it's a cute song. It is a cute song.
What is it, 40 side or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I just loved how he like switched up his flow. And I don't know if that's how he was on King's Disease. But I was like, oh, this is kind of different.
You have to listen to King Disease.
This is kind of different for Nas. I feel like on King's Disease 1, did he sound like rejuvenated?
Oh my God.
Because I feel like that's what this album, he sounded like refreshed. Like
Hit Boy, like, you know how I'm always saying spicy? You have to at least listen.
Well, I heard spicy before.
You have to listen to King
because I was like, what the fuck is this? I did like the song, but I'm like, it was Kim coming out with a spicy song. He coming out. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, let's not talk about Kim. But you have to listen to King. Have to listen to King's Disease. It was so good.
I'm gonna give it a listen. Are you going?
You have to listen to it too.
I do have to listen. I haven't listened to it yet.
What do you listen to? What's in your rotation right now?
Right now, nothing new. I don't listen to all the new stuff until like a month or two after
everybody's
old. Because something could drop today, and then people are on Twitter like, "Oh, this shit is whack." I'm like, it's only 2 seconds in.
I don't really listen to music either. Honestly,
I listen to like the same stuff, over and over again.
Me too. I don't even listen to like the radio. Like I only listen to classical music, and my friends are always like, "What is this? Like, change the music." Renee walked up to my car and she was like, "Seriously?" I'm like, "Why are you disrespecting my radio? Like, this is the only thing that plays unless I plug up my phone and go to gospel or something else. But I do not listen to the radio."
I listen to the radio. I don't like searching for music on my phone.
I listen to the radio.
So
I like
lazy.
97.1.
Yeah.
Because I like to hear the mixing.
Right.
And then like they'll bring old with the new and like I like that.
Mhm.
So that's why I listen to them.
Nope.
But other than that,
Don't listen to the radio.
I listen to 94.3 for real.
Oh, WYBC.
Really? During the day?
Yes.
That's why your name OG.
You got to listen to the radio in the morning, like on the way to work at 5 o'clock. That's when it's
hits. Yeah.
5 o'clock, the ride at 5? What? Stop playing.
Not the right
So, so were you guys waiting for Kanye's album to drop?
We were. But now I'm just like, I don't care.
Well, I didn't listen to the first go around. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch this last one.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. But I was just
wanted
waiting.
to come out.
And then, did you guys see the video of him in like ascending into...
Yeah.
I did. That's typical Kanye.
Yeah. See, once I realized that Nas was dropping that same day, I was like, I'm going to give Nas my time because I knew that everybody else was going to give Kanye their time. But then it didn't drop. And then now it's on pre-order and it's coming out the 15th. I'm like, yo, cut it out. Just drop it. Like, you're making this a thing now. Like
who buys music?
Right.
Dude.
Anymore.
What is this?
Yeah. So is it for the culture or is it for your pockets? Like,
you don't need the money.
No,
yeah, you're a billionaire.
Basically. I'm looking forward to it. I seen, I guess, some of the track list, I guess, or who's supposed to be up there.
And it's too damn long.
I'm looking forward to seeing, because I seen like Griselda up there. I'm like, okay, I'm a little interested to see what he does.
I feel like every song has a feature because the track list was like about 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to watch this.
It reminds me
I'm
of
waiting for something. That's what I'm really waiting for.
It reminds me of a DJ Khaled album. This is what this is about to be.
I hope we are pleasantly surprised.
We better be.
Well,
after all of these theatrics,
I'm not excited anymore. So it might
just give me just watch it though. Just come on.
Right.
You see Justin LaBoy? I'm like, when did he become?
That's a toxic person.
Yes.
Respectfully.
Yes.
He's Kanye's new PR person.
Yes. When the fuck did that happen?
That's what I seen. I was like, what?
With all the updates, I'm about to ask him when is the out. Like, what's going on?
It's probably going to be like, there is no
where did
album.
he come from? Like,
there is no album.
It was all a hoax.
Right. It was a lie.
I lied.
Silly kids. But we just talked. You just mentioned. Did you say $1 billion? Like we have to shout out our girl.
That was going to be my rooting for everybody.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Are we done with the music talk?
Oh no. What else? Oh, so music. We just had a whole discussion off air about this.
You did.
So the baby, like cancer culture. And I don't know if I respect cancer culture, but it's like, guys, you know, I don't even know how to go into this.
I think there's no real consideration taken before you say someone's cancer.
Right. And this is why I always think 3 times, and this goes to the baby. This is why I always think, like, I'm a very wise person. So this is why when I say things, like, I definitely mean it. Like, if I say fuck off, I definitely mean fuck off. And I'm not apologizing for it, and no one's going to make me. But some of the stuff that people say, like, and then you have to go apologize for it, like, don't say it at all. And I don't even know how, like, some people be like, I was just in the moment. Like, what
Well,
moment?
I think he really, what he said, I think he meant.
Yeah, he meant
He
what
only
he said.
apologizing because
People
now
are
it's
making
affecting
him.
his pocket.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's like, why? Like,
Because he doesn't feel anything wrong. So he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. That's just like
no, he did. Yeah, he didn't feel like
he
did
doesn't
anything
feel wrong. That's like with anybody. Like you could be like with one of your friends and nobody feels like they did anything wrong.
That's
so they're not
true.
gonna do anything. Like they're not gonna apologize unless you make them apologize
That's
for
true.
it. Like,
But what made you say that? Like, what was on your
he's
mind?
ignorant. Like he's been wanting to say that. He thought that the crowd was gonna fuck with him. Like was saying that, and everybody just looked at.
I
you
did, like I said, I
ass.
didn't listen to it, so it seemed like it was just at the end
It
of a
was just
performance,
like,
like a random
Yeah.
thing. I don't know.
Just
Maybe
went
he's
off
seen
on a-
something before he got on stage.
to trigger that. Yeah, maybe that, because it was just like random. And now it's like, was it worth it? You said that little 3-minute spiel. Was it worth it to like losing like deals on top of deals, and now like everybody wants to pull away from you?
He didn't think it through.
He didn't think it through, and that's the thing. People think.
And then, like we were also saying, is like you could talk about women,
Yeah.
you could talk about men. You do
You
not
can talk about Jesus.
You do not talk about
The LGBTQ.
Yeah, you don't talk about them because
they're gonna come for you.
Right, they like a whole gang.
They're gonna come for you, and everyone around the world is gonna come from you. And I respect that. Totally respect that. But I feel like it should be, everyone should have that type of support. Like women should have that type of support. Children should have that type of support. But women don't. Black women don't.
Definitely don't.
Children don't. You're okay with guys talking about molesting kids. You're okay with guys molesting kids. Like, who was it that went to jail and one of them killed themselves? We're talking
Epstein?
about prostituting kids. Totally okay with that. And all their clientele list. Y'all didn't cancel
You damn
all
sure
those
did.
people.
It's black people. We cancel each other. White people don't sit around and cancel each other. Asians do not. It's just something like,
But
like
it's
we're the
also-
moral police or something. I don't know.
It's also like you don't want to make people feel bad about having an opinion either, but you just need to know what to say and when to say it. Because like that could be his opinion and that could be cool and all, but you don't just go out to the public and say something like that.
That's true. But your opinion shouldn't really like make someone feel little.
Yeah.
You shouldn't you can have an opinion, but you can express your opinion on your personal time. That wasn't your personal.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that was not the right place
not
or
your
time
personal
for that.
time.
Right.
So if you have an opinion like that, you could say that in your.
So-
I don't know. It was just this. What he said was very ignorant and
It was.
insensitive.
So do you think it would have had a different outcome if he was like on live and said it?
No, people would have said the same thing. I just feel
Would
like
he been getting pulled out of festivals?
if he was in like the car with his homies and said that, okay, and somebody was like tweeting something, okay, cool. But like for him to be in front of everybody, millions of people to just say that. I mean, and I guess that's what comes with being famous and a celebrity. Like you have all these people looking up to you and after you to see what the fuck you're up to.
Where much is given, much is required.
So it's like for me to go on the internet and say that, I'm not going to get all the backlash. I'll get the backlash from people who give a fuck that know me, but not from the world. So it's going to be different. Y'all not going to cancel me. Y'all just going to say, oh, she just said some fucked up shit.
She said some wild
shit. Like, and
so what happens after you get canceled? Like
nothing, because he's gonna come back and make another song, and we're gonna be in the club, fucking dancing to the baby.
So like, we're canceling him
because he pissed us off for the moment, and that's what's wrong with black people. Like they do something for the moment, and it's never for the long run. Like it's always.
Yeah, we got. Like I was saying,
we're not really the ones that are canceling him.
But this is the thing now. Like how you just said, we are all one person.
Yeah.
So if two of us are, then we're gonna
be
the only two people that's not making the vote go over. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the problem. It's always like,
okay, like
I care,
is it the blacks that are canceling him, or
the
just
white people don't care?
No, or just the gays
They're the one that taking his bag away.
Yeah, but they don't care enough.
They're only taking it because it matters.
Right, because of
the face.
Yeah,
the face of their event,
and because of the uproar that we're making, so they hear the noise because we are the
and
black dollar.
This is why the white people get the bag and not us.
It's not the black people. It's the gay people, the transgender, bisexual.
But everybody that's not gay that has something to say on this is a part of the cancel culture.
So I have not seen that. I didn't see no black people like cancel him.
All on Twitter. I seen it. Even on Instagram, on the Shade Room, when they posted it, everybody in them comments ain't all gay.
No, but I haven't. I feel like, that they were like, oh, well, that's what you get. It's like you getting in trouble. Ha ha.
Yeah,
that's
it's
true.
Not like, oh, we're not listening to his music anymore. Like it's none of that.
And you know what?
People making jokes, duh baby, duh apology, stuff like that.
And I think people, because he just had a little tit for tat with Megan, there kind of was like,
yeah, that too.
This is your
karma.
Karma. But it's like, this is a hell of a karma.
But even still, like, even just to making the jokes, like, just to even say ha ha, like, that's still true. Just a part of, like, you still not adding to, you're not making it better.
Right. Because you never know when your turn is going to come around. But like I was saying earlier, you know, it was ignorant. And I feel like everyone deserves a chance to come back from their mistakes. But you have to acknowledge it's a mistake. And that's one thing he didn't really do. And he was just like very arrogant about it. Like, you know.
So I got a question now. So since he didn't do that, and if he does do that, will people take him off the cancel culture, or is it too late?
I don't know. Like I said, I was like.
Yeah, we did. But that's what I'm saying. Like, is it going to make a difference if he apologizes or not? Like, if he means it or if he doesn't mean it?
So Miley Cyrus set a statement, and she was just like, you know, I heard what you said, and I want to give you the olive branch. I want to teach you because you may not know, and this is probably a mistake. And I respect that. I love Miley Santana Montana. Like, you guys know, The Climb is my favorite song. But I respect for someone to come out there and be like, yo, like, let's not kill him off, because you never know what this can lead to for him. Like, he can just go harm himself because the pressures of the world.
I thought about that too. So someone said he's fumbling because they would have had a song with Lil Nas X by Friday.
Yeah, the PR would have. Yeah, they said I would have been. He would have been on the table talk, apologizing.
Yeah,
Lil Nas X. Like, who's his PR people? They need Olivia Pope.
Pause. Bringing up Lil Nas X. Could we go to his video? Did anybody see it?
The one where he came down like 50
Is it the court?
No, the one with him and Jack Harlow in the jail.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't see it. What was the... Okay, tell us about it.
I was told to watch it. I was asked if I watched the video. I said no. Then I was asked again, did I watch the video? I said no again. So it was like, you got to watch the video. So I put the video on. First thing I see is ass shaking in a jail cell. Totally confused. It is niggas, not bitches.
Right. Yeah. People are upset about that too.
So I just didn't... Like, I was trying to, like, find some reasoning into, like, what made you want to get in a jail with a whole bunch of men and make a twerk video.
Right. People were upset about that too. They're like, he's pushing an agenda on us. And then someone said, are we going to cancel him?
I don't think that's a cancel thing. That's him. So what do you expect a gay man to do in a video? He's not going to have a bunch of bitches because he don't like no bitches.
Right. He's not.
Yes, he's young. He's very in your face with it. It was just a
lot. Like, even the naked scene of them dancing in the shower.
Yeah.
Like,
it is a lot.
They hit the crybaby on the floor in the shower at the jail.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't know about all that. I mean, he is who he is. He's
Right.
going to be who
he is.
Like, that is we know plenty of gay black men. And
But they ain't in a jail cell shaking their ass.
No, but that's just a video. But he's very in your face.
That's
and
his
I feel
creative way to express whatever.
I just didn't understand the jail.
You don't think it's him?
Well, he just did the video before. Is that the same
Right,
video?
because
with
low key, it's like there's a lot of gay niggas in jail.
Yeah, so I was trying to find like some
Right.
type of
or
correlation.
the jail stigma. Because he
Yeah.
had the two niggas holding his pockets.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, my bitch is going to hold my pocket.
Yes,
Right.
I saw it. So that's what I was like. Is he trying to like show you what it's like, or
I
I
didn't-
don't
that's
think
what I got
he
from the
was
video.
I just think he just ruffles feathers. That's what he does.
he does.
He knows
does. He does.
this is going to, because when he came down, I thought about 50 Cent, It's Your Birthday, when he was in.
Oh yeah, but that's whole.
I know, but as soon as because he was upside down. Yeah,
Just like with the like when Nike and him, the sneakers. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can't play with, like double when you're like.
Here's the thing, and this is what I think black people try to do. They try to do shit that was done before, but being black. To see if they can pass for it. To see if it's okay.
So like Marilyn Manson could have got away with it.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not Marilyn
Well,
Manson.
because a lot of us grew up Christian and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Not like
because everything that's happening now has been done before.
Recycled, yeah.
But you're right. Not
So
with black people. So
So
he's
I feel like
testing.
that's why people are doing what they're doing.
So he
because
want to live the rock star life.
he's
I
testing
just think-
boundaries.
I be trying to have faith in black people, y'all. I just be thinking that black people are trying to make shit the norm for black people.
Oh my God.
So
But
that's why
isn't it the norm?
because we've always been like
Because whose norm is
right.
it?
But
We're
always
not a
been getting-
monolithic group.
Right.
We have all these different experiences, and I think we sometimes forget that.
right.
So,
So I'm like, people try to do things to prove a point, but like the point is overseen because everybody else is looking at the little shit and not the bigger picture as to why they do what they do.
because we
Right.
assume the hood or being ghetto is the black experience.
Right.
That's
The
because
typical black
Right.
experience.
right because that's the only thing they know is
Right.
as
That's like
the
when
ghetto.
people's like, oh, you talk white. Do
Yeah.
I talk white or do I just speak English?
Right.
properly.
Right.
So I think like that's, I don't know. I just feel like that's what it is. And if you have that platform to try to make a change, you're going to do that. Because if we were all celebrities or if we all had that power to make a change and do some wild shit that we would have never done as a regular ass person, I feel like we would do that.
Little. Yeah.
It's going to be controversy regardless because people are not going to, everybody
don't-
has their own opinion.
That's
People
you
are
true.
don't
going to
affect
do,
change without controversy.
yeah, like
That's-
you're not, shit is not going to be going easy going when you're
because you
trying to
gotta
make
go
some
against
shit
the
shake.
grain. You got to go against
Right.
the
It's
grain.
gonna be a
Not
whole bunch of
change.
people that don't like what the fuck you doing, but you gotta prove to them that this shit is gonna work so that, or you got these other people that's gonna fuck with you to help you do what you gotta do.
Because ain't nobody gonna pay attention if you're not making noise.
Exactly.
Our
The
good
only
brother
time
Malcolm
people-
X.
Right. Or Martin Luther King. That's what I was thinking about too. But he's
Right.
little.
No, I would go with Malcolm X because Martin Luther King
More
had-
radical.
He had people with him, so he was the majority.
And it's always like you try to be the good person. You don't want to overstep your boundaries because
Right.
you want people to fuck with you. So let me try to like push my limits as much as I can until.
yeah,
But there's
I
always
mean-
gonna be that other person that's gonna say fuck it, fuck the limits, and we going full force.
As far as Little
Like-
Nas X, he is somebody's like representation.
Yeah, he's also somebody's
he
idol.
has a following.
He's somebody's idol. He's
some
someone
little
like-
black boy. That is his
Yeah,
representation.
I want to be like Little Nas X.
Right.
Yes,
I wanna
somebody's
be-
at home saying that.
I want to live I want to be myself out loud. I think that's him.
No, I
think
think
that's
that's
him.
I think it's
very
him.
much him.
Because
Yeah.
you could tell like when he tweets and shit
His
like that.
personality, yeah.
that's just his personality.
And I think
I
because
feel like you could tell when it's other people. You could tell when it's the person like
right,
themselves.
and he's been yeah. No, that was a broken-hearted girl. Miley was sad as
stick up for your girl, Joe.
yeah, but she was boxed just like Nas X.
All
Miley
of them
was
are like
boxed.
that coming from Disney Channel.
Yeah, Miley was boxed. She
All them
found the
Disney
love
Channel
of her
kids was
life.
on
They
one.
broke up, and she just went crazy because after
Who was the love
Liam,
of her life?
Liam, And then when Liam came back, that she got right in line.
She did.
She got right in line.
That was not herself.
But then being outside taught her something about herself, and she was like, you know what?
It's to being outside.
I think no. And then she was like, I think I like outside. And then she was
I like the streets.
She was like, gotta go, sir.
And Liam was like, nah.
You know, but that's one thing that I would say, like being a celebrity kid and growing up to be a celebrity, like that's a lot of stress.
It is a lot of stress
on a kid, and like even especially like a teenager too. Like,
but
and
I'm
then trying to come out into this new world of rich kid living lifestyle, like,
and it's hard to make the transition from
because you were having a manager
to
and now
adult. Just like Chloe, when she wanted to be sexy and shit. It's like, no, she's too young. This is an adult now. Yeah. She's exploring her sexuality. She's loving her life. I mean,
they do the same thing with Homegirl from Little People.
Oh, Marseille? Is it
Marseille? Martin.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but that's a well-respected young lady. Like, I don't feel like she's gone to the deep end.
But she's not grown yet.
But she's not grown yet.
She's growing up.
Yeah, she's growing up. But what I'm saying is, like, people used to like talk shit about her, like on the red carpet and shit, like depending on like what she would have on. And I'm just
she's a child. She's going to dress like a child.
Like she out here with her asshole.
That's
and now if her parents treated her like one of them girls from R. Kelly.
Like,
and did not.
It would have been a different story for her. She would have been out here with belly shirts and all types of shit.
Right,
like,
trying to pip. Yeah.
So it's like her parents was like, "Nope, you're a child.
And that's the thing, right? You gotta have fucking structure with everything. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna talk about you guys pimping your kids out for money.
Yo.
Living out y'all dreams. Not on this Sunday. So yeah.
Oh, can we talk about? Did you guys see what Vanessa Bryant put up about her mom?
No, but I know that the case was settled.
Yeah.
So who won?
She won.
Oh, Vanessa won?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about the case. I was like reading up on it, and I was just like, that's fucked up.
Entitled people.
So basically her mom is just her mom. Like she wasn't like a nanny. She wasn't like that grandma that was always with the kids. And Kobe and Vanessa always stayed with their kids. Like they never had a nanny. It was just them full time for the kids. The mom, she gave the mom a place to live, not in their house, but she gave her a house or whatever. And the mom basically wanted to take her to court to get money back from like 12 years of her taking care of the kids, quote unquote.
Yeah, the mom said that Kobe promised me that he would take care of me for the rest of my life. Kobe's no longer here, so I want that promise to stand. So basically, the mom.
But that's your mother. You think your daughter is not going to do that,
right? So extra.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, you were in it for the money, regardless. Exactly.
That entitlement spirit. Oh my god!
And it's not even like you even offered to watch kids or just been around just off the strength. Like you.
That's what grandmas do. You go to grandma's house.
Right.
Like,
and it wasn't even like that for them. Like, and now you want money off of me because now my husband's dead and you know that we got bread. Like, we had bread when we was alive, though.
So I was watching Drink Champs and Beanie Siegel was talking about entitlement, and he said entitlement is the thief of hard work and progression. Like, you guys got to get up and work.
Yeah, and that's basically, she wanted to be a stay-at-home grandma and just get paid off of them living.
He's been taking care of you for a very long time. The lady just lost her husband. The kids just lost their father.
And you lost your grandchild.
And you're not thinking about that. You're not mourning, but you're thinking about who's gonna pay your mortgage. Like, sis, she was gonna take care of it, and you just
that's your
bit the hand.
You thought she was gonna just let you.
You just bit the hand. Now she don't gotta do nothing for you.
Right? She did just bite the hand.
You just embarrassed her, and you just stopped her grieving process to deal with you and your shenanigans.
Because she had that lawsuit on top of the one with the city.
Yep.
Because, they leaked the pictures of the crime scene.
Of the helicopters.
Well, not the crime scene, but the accident scene.
And they're dumb, too. The city always doing dumb shit. Like, you're dumb. Like, why would you leak that?
Oh, crazy.
I think they leaked it to TMZ.
They did.
And know that TMZ don't care. They
have
release their sources. Like, you're not protected.
They did the same thing with Fetty Wap's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
They said that I forgot what the term was that she had, but they put it up there, and I don't even think that was...
No, that's HIPAA.
Yeah, right.
TMZ got people everywhere.
Years.
Hospital.
4 years.
Everywhere.
And I think the police department also got in trouble for leaking Rihanna's pictures after when
the pictures
after
her face?
Yes.
How did they get those?
The police sent them.
Because she's a victim, so it's not like it's her like mugshot or something.
I'm surprised. I would have preferred a mugshot over like
her battered face.
Yeah,
yeah, and it was battered.
It was, and it wasn't supposed to
black
go
and
out.
blue face.
But you know they don't have like
people
like
think about their pockets way too much.
Right? They
And
have no
instead of being,
loyalty,
like,
no respect.
Right.
They absolutely do. You wanted to talk about verses.
I wanted to talk about Versus. I did. It was so good. I watched Versus at least 3 times.
Energy.
So it was the Lox versus Dipset, and I have
It was the Lox versus the Lox.
Right.
It was just the Lox concert.
Right. I have never been a Dipset fan, and I'm gonna tell you why. Only because of my loyalty. Like, I'm a very loyal person. I'm a Cancer, and so if you don't like someone I'm messing with, like. So Jay's my uncle, and I didn't like Dipset, and I, even though Dipset was hot, and I know all the words, I just never liked them. But I didn't think Dipset was gonna win, but I was like, oh, okay, Dipset. I was like, oh, okay.
I thought it was gonna be more of a, what I want to say, I don't want to say competition,
an event. You thought it was gonna be like.
Verse for verse.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
No, but I
very
think it
underwhelming.
was. So Dipset, I think this is what it was. I think Dipset still believes they're in 2008. And I think their egos got in the way. Like, I don't need to rap. I don't need to rehearse. I don't need to like.
It was like, we just showing up.
Yeah, we just showing up. We showing our drip. And that's what we're known for. Like Harlem drip. And it was like, so I was listening to Fat Joe. Fat Joe said that Kim wasn't even gonna come out. Like, Kim was about to leave.
He always be in his feelings, and I don't like that.
No, because Kim is just that nigga.
Diva.
Kim is just like, everything is above Kim. It's like,
He was the main one on the stage doing the most.
Yeah, Kim is just like, it's above me type of guy. So supposedly,
so why agree to do it if that's how you feel?
I don't know. So
you should have been with Fat
supposedly,
Joe in the crowd.
he wasn't. Before they called his name, he was going to leave. Because if you notice, like, Cam took like 5, 10, 15 minutes. They were waiting for him. Like, the rest of the boys was on stage and he didn't come out. So I guess he finally, when he heard his name and they said his name again, he finally decided to show up.
That's ugly.
Can we talk
you fucking
about
up the check?
What Jewel's had on?
I think that was typical Jewel
Yes,
Dipset
I would have loved
attire.
to see Cam come out with some pink.
But first things first.
But that was just
that bandana.
But that was custom for him.
I mean,
it was custom for him.
The do-rag.
Yeah, I mean,
hated
we're
it.
saying this now. We loved it back then.
Listen, that was typical Jewel
loved it back
Santana
then.
gear, but just
they
Louis
all should have been in
Vuitton.
They
costume then.
should. I agree. Because I'm like, it would have been
'Cause he
dope
looked
if
like a
Cam
fool.
would have wore the pink. If you really going to be nostalgic and do that, I don't think one should just do it.
But
like
Cam
a fool.
is not. That Cam is
right.
According to him, he
tossed because his
he dived
ring,
or some shit off the stage.
Because that ring was so important to him.
That ain't the one that Chrissy gave you.
But I love that,
That ain't
it
that.
kind of shows, like, back in the day how we say like A&R and artist development.
Yeah.
The Lox were performers.
Yes.
Right.
They weren't just rappers. Dipset came out, they were just rappers.
Yeah.
The Lox performed.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that makes a difference.
Right.
Like they're about to go on tour now. I don't know if I want to see Dipset.
No.
Then you're not performing. You're not giving me a show.
But I think on a in concert they're gonna be different. I don't know if the vocals are still gonna be attached because that was a big thing. Jadakiss was like, "Yo, New York, they jippy y'all. They rapping with the vocals," and Jay been told niggas about the vocals. Remember?
But like I said, that's still an artist thing. You have to practice.
Yeah,
that.
so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if moving forward, if they're still gonna have the vocals because clearly they don't remember the lyrics to their songs.
And I don't think they don't have the chemistry that they used to.
As
either.
you get older, you start forgetting.
Not
because listen, I went to
20 years deep.
Jay-Z and what you call it concert? Was it not Kanye? I think it was On the Run actually. Jay-Z was on stage mumbling.
You sure it was him or B?
It was him.
Because one of them forgot
B
the word.
was going to do an outfit change, so it was him.
You sure he was
And
mumbling?
he was mumbo jumbo rapping on the stage.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I believe it.
No Jay slander up here.
I love Jay-Z. That's my whole dad. But
so
he's getting old.
I don't believe it.
And you know,
I'm rapping and I'm like, you saying the wrong words.
It probably
I'm
something
saying
with
the
the
right
mic.
words.
the delay.
It could have
Or
been.
maybe because you know he got it in his
Yeah,
ear.
that's true.
Nah, yeah.
That's true. It could have been that.
My boy was fumbling the bag real quick.
I'm just saying.
We grasping at straws.
Right.
But who else is you mentioned Beans? So State Prop is going. I don't want to
So
hear them.
Beanie-
I don't want to hear them either.
Oh, so I'm going to see Little Kim.
You
and-
are, but
Where?
But Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun. One of those.
I don't remember.
Foxwoods
when?
maybe.
Like soon?
Next
September
month.
28th.
Oh.
So it's gonna
18.
be
You be lying. You be lying.
don't listen to me. I'm probably gonna get picked up. But anyway, it's gonna be Little Kim.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be Cam. It's gonna be the Locks. I don't think Dipset is on that tour. I think Noriega is gonna
wow.
be up there
Where has he been?
doing Drink Champs.
Yeah, doing good.
Oh.
I love seeing them like looking all like
Healthy.
vegans and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Green smoothies
Yeah.
and whatnot.
He's doing really good. You know, I love Drink Champs. And my only thing is I hate when he slurps because his veneers and it causes saliva.
Veneers.
So I hate when he slurps and I hate when he distracts his guests because they're like in the flow. They telling a good story and Nori will like say something and bring it back to him and they will get off topic and I'm like, yo, you gotta
You
let
messed
them
up the story.
You gotta let them finish the story. He does it all the time, but usually that's why his partner EFM usually gets them back on track because he can talk.
Yeah, I like drink champs. I love stories. I love who he just I didn't listen to it yet. T-Pain.
Oh, he just had T-Pain? I didn't see that yet.
I didn't.
The best
I don't know if it may come out this week, but I
the
just seen
best
a clip of it.
Interviews are always with Fat Joe. Fat Joe is like one of the greatest.
But he doesn't. He also Fat Joe has his own
show.
Yeah.
He had a show and then COVID happened, so he just started the show at home. And his daughter, I think she's just turned 16. She's his EP.
Yeah, I heard him
Exactly.
talking about it on
She's
the
so
radio.
beautiful.
And then I was watching his like commentary about the verses.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. He's like,
But
looking at
that's
the
how he's
camera.
like on any interview. If you watch Breakfast Club, that's him all the time. And it's so funny because when he was talking about verses, he was like, yo, I had to put, because I'm like, he posted a picture of what he had on. He had Hermes on. And under the picture, I would sound like a hater. And I was like, that wasn't it. So he was like, yo, I had to go in there in Hermes because it was just that type of night. So when he's telling his story, I understood why he put that on. So in my mind, I was like, damn, like, it sounds like this was the biggest event, like the fight
Yeah.
when Frank,
You at the Garden.
Frank Lucas had on his coat. And when he said that, he was like, yo, it was that type of night. I understood why Frank Lucas had the coat on. I was like, see, this is why my name is Joey Crack.
Yep.
Because
why my name is Joey
That was a
Crack.
very important moment for New York.
and hip hop.
And
And that's
hip-hop.
what he said. He was like, the feeling in there was just electric. And verses never used to be like that. Like, it definitely
That
evolved.
shit used to be in the crib. You were at your house. I was at my house.
Yeah.
We had our
Right. And you just
computers
played
up.
the music.
Because it
And-
was a COVID thing.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
it's a whole
Now it's a
production.
thing.
right. And now people are actually rapping. And
Do you
I
miss
just-
old verses or you like this?
I mean, I like the evolution of the verses, but I do like when it was like, you're in the crib, I'm in the crib, we're all on live. tuned
Reminiscent.
in.
Yeah,
Right.
like the story. So
And
I'm
it's-
thinking
It's cool
T-Pain and
when
who was it, Lil
everybody
Jon?
is...
T-Pain and Lil Jon.
and they were
Yeah, I love that.
exchanging
Yeah.
flowers
Yeah.
and telling stories. Like I love that part.
It's cool when everybody's together too, but then I feel like it just takes away from...
Because was it Beanie Iman and who was it?
I think it was Beanie Man and
Was it Bounty Killer?
Bounty
yeah.
Killer was amazing too.
Yeah. Yep.
And they
weren't
were
they the first ones that were together? Or was it Homeboy?
the first one. I don't know who the
It
first,
might have been
because they were during COVID, but luckily they were both in Jamaica. They were in
Yeah.
the thick of COVID.
Yeah, it might have been the first one.
I think they were the
And
first
that
ones.
was amazing. But this one was good too. But I think the Locks had something to prove. And I love when Fat Joe said,
Did they?
yeah.
You think they had something to prove? To who?
I just think they
to let
had
people
something.
know that they were still around. I'm
So,
like, or what?
Jadakiss name is top 5 dead or alive. So I don't understand why people didn't really equate that. Like that's his actual
and their catalog. Are we not thinking about that?
No, I think people are very forgetful.
Like they were with Diddy, they were with Rough Riders. Like
that's why after the verses, everybody was listening to the Locks for the last week and a half.
And his price, like literally, his streams went up 200%.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm like, I don't know.
I love to see it for him because he's definitely like he really is underrated.
They deserve it.
Yeah, but he definitely is top 5 dead or alive. But I also don't like how everyone's saying Jadakiss because the other two definitely held their own. It really was.
Everyone has a role.
Yeah, it definitely was a team effort. Jadakiss was just the one that was talking shit. Like, but it definitely was a team effort, and it was amazing to watch. I watched it like 3 times.
Everybody has a role, and I don't think people know that you don't always have to be the front runner.
There's no I in team.
To make a difference, because you know that front runner may not be able to do their job without you doing yours. Like, people don't understand that.
Everybody can't be the boss.
They don't understand, but goes over niggas' head. That's
why
I
can't
they're
wait to see what else they have. And I noticed like Swiss Beat is always saying Kim and who. Leave Kim out of it respectfully.
He's still asking it?
Yeah, leave it out. Leave Kim.
Kim said who she wanted. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. There probably will have to be some serious behind the scenes reconciliation before that happens.
No, I low key think there's already been. That's why she was the way she just came out and was like, because Envy wasn't gonna say like who.
Oh yeah,
and she was just like, "Yep, I'll do it."
Maybe. I mean, maybe, last year she got it together with Fendi. So maybe last year while she was in the house.
Fendi kind of I don't know.
While she was in the house, she was like, oh,
and Fendi kind of was like, yo.
Mend some things.
Talk to Kim. Or, I think you should talk to Kim. I don't know. But even if they pieced it out, I don't think they should do a versus because it's just not.
Well, has there been? I know J Hud said she would do it with Fantasia, but is there another official?
No, and even that was dumb because someone said we saw American Idol already.
Yo, I'm screaming!
I died. No, that really is silly. And they were like, we already know the ending of that. We saw American Idol.
Right. That is so.
And then they were like, Jennifer Hudson doesn't have songs.
I'm not a fan of either one. I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be some good singing, maybe.
There's gonna be some church.
Yeah, some shoes kicking off.
It's gonna be loud.
So, somebody posted on our story. I don't know if it was Joe or Trell, but or Becca. Mixed signals.
Oh, mixed signals, like.
Is it a thing? Is it a real thing?
Are mixed signals a real thing?
The team posted that.
Yeah, so I don't know who. I don't know if you did it. That's why.
Yeah, it was me.
Yes, they are real, but people do know what they want.
You know what? I agree with the post that was posted. Basically, Passport Cuddy was saying that guys really don't give mixed signals. Guys really tell you off the bat what they want.
Yeah.
However, they tell you what they want. They don't want a relationship. But then, they do cute things for you, and you guys may seem like you're in a relationship. But and Cuddy was saying how, why can't they just do something nice for you?
That's what they're supposed to do.
Why can't you guys just be friends? Because, if you're not in a relationship, you're just friends. So that's what it's supposed to be. And I think what gets mistaken, women like, oh my God, he's treating me right. Maybe he wants to be in a relationship with me. But the thing that he doesn't want is the emotional attachment, the feelings. But not you, but you ladies get caught up in a feeling because he's doing something nice for you.
Right.
So we trip our own self up.
So girls give the mixed signals. Guys,
they give the mixed signals to themselves. They do it to themselves.
Yeah,
we do it to ourselves. But
we like, oh, he don't want a relationship. We take it upon ourselves to try to change his
romanticize, right? Everything,
and that's like. No, that's not our job to change his mind.
But then we also sit here and think well, what are we doing?
Yeah, we do that too.
And then when we ask what are we doing, if he says it, then we need to take it for what it is. Or you don't actually have to wait for him to say it.
Right.
And
that's what I feel like too. I feel like ladies also let the guy try to make the decision on what is gonna be the what instead of just doing what you want if they're gonna do what they want.
Because for me, you only have one good time to like let me know, like, because I'm not chasing anyone. I'm not begging you to talk to me. Like, I'm very toxic. I will cut you off mid-sentence, be like, okay, have a good life. I'm not chasing you to show me that you don't want to be with me. Right. Like, what is the point?
Yeah, like
I am sound. Yeah, I'm sound-minded.
Conversation is dead. Then I'm not about to be the one to bring it to life. If you could have made conversation, like, what's the point of that? That's going to show me that you don't want to talk.
So I pay attention to red flags. Yeah, I pay attention to red flags, so I kind of like know if I want to continue, because it really is a choice, ladies. If you want to continue in this thing, and when you continue in this thing, like, you better be ready to handle whatever is going to be dished out to you because you stepped in the ring.
Okay, so you know how we're like, oh, he does nice things, whatever, and we were like, oh, well, if he wants to be with you, his actions will say that. Mm-hmm. So he's doing these nice things. Are those actions saying that he wants a relationship?
Listen,
that's why I just take shit for what it is. I don't try to put no title on nothing. I don't try to put nothing on nothing.
If I'm single, I'm single.
Yeah, listen, because you're gonna try to sit here and try to like think of something that is not
right.
Like,
until he puts a ring on it, that's the only real action that I'm really.
Because I don't like assuming. I'm going to ask you. We're going to have a conversation on what the hell this is. I'm not going to assume just because you're doing X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And sometimes I'm asking because I want to know what my next move is.
Exactly.
And even then, when you ask and you have the conversation and he says something, they just they can just go left right after that. Like, it could not be what he said it is. Like, he'd be like, yeah, you my girl, but you're not acting like I'm your girl. Like, you're not treating me. You're not acting like it. So that's why I say, so when you put a ring on it, like, that's when.
So is he not treating, like, what is he not doing?
I don't know.
Because it's like, okay, is he treating you how he thinks he's supposed to treat you or how you want to be treated?
You show people how you want to be treated. You show people how you want to be treated. If he's not treating you up to your standard, you treat him how you want to be treated. I mean, you show him how you want to be treated. Just like if you're not treating him right, he gonna let you know. And then you have to like, oh, okay, well, I'm not treating him right. He likes things, you know. It's actually like love languages. In a way.
Because it may, like, what he's doing may not be wrong, but it's just not what you want.
Yeah.
And you're going to teach him.
I don't know, man.
But are you going to verbalize that?
Are you attacking me personally?
Do you feel attacked?
I feel
if the
like
shoe fits?
I feel like you're getting into my personal business. This is a general conversation.
It is a general conversation. You're taking it personal.
No, the way
I said, are you going to verbalize it?
The way you just looked at me, and you tilted.
But you letting everybody else know. I'm not. So, are you going to, Morgan? Are you going to verbalize it?
You got to say what you got to say,
so you could be at peace.
Yes, you got to be free like Ella. You got to be free like Ella Bands.
Wow. This is
Hey Boogie, let her free.
I do verbalize my feelings. I don't know what you're talking about, but
do you work?
It depends. You gotta piss me off for me to do that, and I've been getting pissed off lately. So you gotta be pissed off
for you to say it.
Because if I'm gonna just move how I want to move, I don't have to say shit. You already know what's up. Because me keep talking to you, you're gonna keep doing what you want to do.
Okay, so it has been a conversation already.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
I treat these niggas how I treat these kids. I say that shit once, I'm not gonna say that shit again.
That's true.
So do you give like a 30-day like?
I don't give you 30 nothing. You got 30 seconds to figure it the fuck out.
Is that fair?
Like, what do you mean? If you fucking up, what's fair now?
It depends what
fair
it is.
Game.
It depends what it is.
It's fair. It don't matter. It shouldn't be nothing.
So when you say, "Oh, I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z," you expect for it to be changed by the next day?
I expect you to change it as soon as I say it.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't, then you don't respect what I say. And then that's cool. So now I got to deal with you differently. So you like to do this. I don't like when you do that. I got to figure out if I want to deal with you, why you do this and that I don't like.
That's
and
true.
If I want to, then I'm here. If not, then on to the next.
So do we have to still deal with it? Or, okay, so do we have to like deal with them at a distance or deal with them certain way? Or could we just not deal with them at all?
No, not at all. Because
it's your choice though. The choice is yours. You could be like, oh, well, I fuck with this nigga because X, Y, and Z, but I hate when he does this. but I got another nigga that do this. So I'm like, it's all about how you
build a nigga.
Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, and they know right from then if they're gonna do it or not.
Because then you always gonna have the same reaction if they do the same shit every time. It's not gonna be nothing different.
Well, after you have a conversation and they don't change it and that shit come back up, then yes.
Like you're gonna have you're gonna say the same shit again.
No,
and you're gonna be pissed.
If they don't change, there's nothing after that.
But I'm saying you're not gonna know they changed until the shit happens again and how they react.
So it's not no 30 seconds.
No, it is 30 seconds. It is 30 seconds. You got that 30 seconds. You got to put that shit in your mind like, damn.
And do better?
Do I do better or do I keep fucking
job
up?
or
Right.
not?
Right. Okay.
Do you want the job or
yeah,
not?
they got 30 seconds because they know if they're going to change or not.
So you know when the shit comes up again, like, oh, like this nigga different. Or you did this, you handled this differently.
I'm just
so do you keep that same energy when he tells you something?
Yeah, you have to.
Don't lie.
You have to laugh. Now you do though, but it depends if the shit is valid enough for you to do that.
So who determines if it's valid?
Me. Depending on what a nigga could do something.
No, if he's telling you, Morgan, I don't like X, Y, and Z, what you gonna do?
But then if you turn around and do X, Y, and Z, what does that can't
Morgan, we are
that's
what
happens.
telling you.
Yeah, but that's what happens.
So
he's like, it'll be like, oh, you're not about to go to terminal tonight, but then you fuck around and go to terminal. What the fuck is that? Or you fuck around and go out the next day. Like
what terminal a deal breaker?
No, it's not. I'm just giving like an example, like just going out or some shit like that. Like like, oh, I don't like when you hang with your friends, but then you go around and hang with your niggas. Like
that sounds really manipulative. He trying to isolate you. Don't do that.
No, but I'm just but I'm just saying
like, it's all examples.
Yeah, but like if it's just anything, you just gotta. That shit just has to equal out because a motherfucker will just tell you shit just because you telling them something.
Listen, the whole like back and forth is all exhausting. The whole like dating is exhausting. I just rather like have a black card and shop my life away and be single for the rest of my life. And actually, let me not speak that into the atmosphere, but that's how I feel today.
We're gonna have men with black cards.
Yeah,
I want to have my own black card.
Yeah, we can both have black cards.
Nope, I still want a husband.
Because then it's like
shit.
It's like, whose black card am I gonna make this purchase on?
Well,
now I want him to be like, oh, I'm like, oh, babe, like I seen X, Y, and Z, and then that shit show up tomorrow.
I love that energy.
Yeah, right?
A listening man,
an attentive man.
Yeah,
yes, something about that.
Okay, do you guys believe that there is someone for everyone?
Yep,
I think so. I really do think so. I've learned that.
So, like, out of everything that you want in a person and in life, do you believe that there is somebody there that is going to be like, okay, Joe, the world is yours. I'm just living in it.
Absolutely.
Yes, but I think I may not like find that person, and the only stumbling block to finding that person will be me, because I may be so stuck on like holding on to past or like not letting go. It's just like Sierra and Future and Russell. If Sierra didn't let go, focus on herself, she couldn't see or even fathom there was something ahead so amazing. But she was like, let me work on myself. Let me speak the things in my life that I really want. Let me heal. And then Russell was over there doing the same thing, healing and speaking things. And then, voila, they popped up for each other.
What you think?
I don't know.
I absolutely think so. I think it's about when you meet somebody, because I don't feel like when you're 20, I mean, people get married in their 20s and shit, but
that shit is amazing to me.
And they stay married. Like the guy that we just met, he's like about to be like 37.
Oh yeah.
He's been married for like 15, 18 years.
Right. No, there are some beautiful stories about people meeting their like high school sweetheart or their young love, and it grew to like grown love. That's amazing. But obviously,
I'm just saying, like, we see weddings and stuff. Like, I've been seeing a lot more weddings now and stuff because people have been getting married. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like people don't tie the knot anymore or as much, or like, I don't know.
I think people still tie the knot. They may not do it in the time that society or we say is okay. Mm-hmm. Like, because some people could get engaged and wait years. Like, we were like, why should you wait that long? Why they wait? We don't know. Maybe they saving for something.
Right.
Whatever the we
struggles.
We just saying why they wait so long.
Right, because outside looking in.
Right. But I absolutely think that there is a person for everybody. I think we, like you said, have to get out of our own
way.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we hold on we could fuck up our own bag, like from our own bag, and like, oh, he just like this, and we're gonna deal with him
right
like we dealt with the other niggas, thinking he just like the other niggas,
I think
and
that's
nothing
the
like
problem.
the other niggas.
And that's why I said you have to take that time out to heal and know how to work on yourself, and then you'll be ready for what's gonna be presented to you.
Because not to talk about the people that do stuff like this, but just to say, like, I've seen plenty of people who have always been with somebody. Like, I've never seen them alone. Even if they have and just never posted about it or whatever the case may be, never saw them alone. And I'm like, just be thinking back, like, damn, is it like a them thing or is it like a woman thing? Is it like
they probably can't be, they can't be alone. They don't know how to maneuver by themselves. But there is joy in knowing yourself and being by yourself.
Right.
You can conquer anything being by yourself.
And that's what I just be wondering. I'm like, do people like, because like having a person seems to be like the top thing, like the overhead thing of like everything else, and everything else falls underneath.
It got to be the right. For me, it's not just having a body there. It's about having the right body.
Just
there.
like like generally speaking, like it just seems like always
having
the conversation
someone for the sake of having someone. Like that's cool, but if they not right, if you're not adding nothing to your life, then what the fuck is it?
It really is pointless. Like I was talking to somebody and we were me, Danny, and Trell was in mid conversation. I was just like, but you know what? He's not my friend. Like, you know when you're talking to somebody and he's not your nigga, like as just a friend level, like
that's not your nigga, not your man, but your nigga.
Yeah.
So how is it gonna work? Because at the end of the day, like you're not my friend.
Yeah.
So it's really not gonna work. And I could just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay in this situation because I just want somebody there and I don't want to be alone or whatever. But no, you're not my friend, and we're not equally yoked in that mindset. So like, you know. Sorry. Yeah, friendships too, because the longevity of years, you're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna stay in this relationship, but we're not.
There's nothing here.
We're not equally yoked
together.
So, yeah, just let it go. Go in peace.
Yeah, I don't like the whole sake of. The whole sake of having someone just to have someone. Like, my nigga, you could take yourself to lunch. Like, anything I'm requiring of a nigga, I could do of myself.
That's my whole thing too. So here's the thing. I was just talking about this the other day. I was like, I have never been like a gold digger bitch.
That don't mean that I don't require.
Right. But I have never been like, oh, buy me this. Oh, give me that. Oh, give me $500. Oh.
Right.
Right, you should absolutely ask.
Me too, but like, I always just be feeling weird for that shit because like I could always buy my own shit, and I don't want to have like once I say shit once, I'm not asking you again.
And that's where he's supposed to come in, and he should only have to hear it once and just do it.
Because I was talking to somebody and it was like, oh, you ain't never had no nigga buy you shit, and I'm like, not for real like that, like just off the strength of just because. Without me having to say I want this, or
I think yes, I could do
like,
it myself.
Give me money for my nails,
I feel like if you
whatever.
hear, it's just like okay. So my last boyfriend, he had sent me like a DM or something, and it was like, you know, I stress myself to be able to provide these things for you. It was like some Fendi shoes or some shit like that, and I was like, oh, this nigga really want to give me this shit because he think I deserve this shit.
Right.
It's
that's different, and I guess you could feel it.
You think I deserve it. You want to give me this,
right?
Nice things or whatever. But damn, I lost my train of thought.
I'm not an axer either. But if I'm not an axer, but I definitely can reciprocate if I did ask, and I'm like, buy me a pair of sneakers,
right?
Because I feel like a pair of sneakers, that's something that is nothing. Something I love. Something like is affordable. So buy me a pair of sneakers. And then maybe he'll buy them. And then maybe one day he'll be like, buy me a pair of sneakers. But that's two different.
Right.
That's
price range.
That's two
but
different.
You got to be able to reciprocate it.
And I can reciprocate. That's two different lanes. Because my 4.5 and a size 11 is not the same thing. But I'd be like, all right, like I got you. The same way you had no pressure buying me whatever sneakers I asked for, same thing. If I see that you need something, like
I just want to know you got me in a bind.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Basically.
nigga, I'm
Right.
a little short on my rent. Or,
Right.
Because, like, I know for
Something.
myself, like, I can give whatever I'm going to ask you
Right.
for, I could do for myself.
Right. I could do for myself, and
Twice.
I could do it for you. If you
Right.
ever thought, like,
But I want the energy to be the same. Like, I don't want you to sit here and think like I'm some begging bitch, and now you all like, oh, this bitch begging, and now, you know, like, it's not even to that.
that's-
It's
we
just
don't want
trying to
niggas like
see-
that.
Right.
right. Because that's a nasty.
I want a provider.
That's a
Like-
nasty taste when a nigga be like, "You a begging bitch." Like,
Right.
ugh.
like,
am
bitch,
I?
I'll buy
Why?
you.
Right.
Yeah.
For
Stop.
real. That's
But we don't want niggas like that. We want providers
Yeah,
where it's
we
not
want
even an issue.
Right.
Like, babe, like whatever it is that's gonna make you happy, make you smile, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
That's the type
Because
of niggas
we
want.
are, like, we love our niggas, our future niggas. We love our niggas. Like, I'm such a giving person for, like, not even for a guy, like, for my friends. Like, I think about my friends all the time. Like, oh, you want this? I'll buy it for you. Like, I love my friends. Whoever's in my life, I love them. So the same way I would treat a guy, I have to treat my
Yeah.
family and my friends like that first, because they're
Here.
there
Right.
before anything. So
Right.
it's for me, it's universal.
Like, I'm a daddy's girl, so that nigga set the standard. Like,
Yeah,
he
so
said,
that's also-
and
Right.
like, and I'm still a daddy's girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my nigga, you not doing this. Like, you gotta bring
Yeah.
it. You can't be stingy. You can't be selfish, because I'm not.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not a stingy
I'm not
person.
stingy. So like,
Or
I don't want. If I have a man, I should have to pull my father to fix my tire,
I should have to call my
Or-
father for shit.
some shit like that.
Yeah, because that's kind of embarrassing. Because even though
Because my
your
father's
father
gonna
gonna
say
do,
something.
yeah, I was just gonna say, even though your father's gonna do it, he gonna be like, "Where your boyfriend at?
Right.
What he doing? You
why
call
he
them?"
can't? Why he
Right.
can't come? To
Especially
this?
especially if your dad's not even in the same state, and you gotta call out of state and someone's right here, and you're gonna see them later. That's a little embarrassing. So.
Yeah, I was like, no,
Yeah.
that nigga's gonna side eye. He may not say it to you to your face, but he's gonna.
He definitely gonna say something
to
slick,
me.
right? I don't know.
There's hope.
There is hope.
I pray for everyone to find that man.
Are you ready? If he
To find
came,
a
are you
man?
ready?
I'll get ready.
You
If I know
gonna
you
get
coming.
ready? How you gonna
No,
be
see,
coming?
Because you gotta you're not ready for the same person in the same way. 'Cause
you gotta
everybody's
be ready
different.
to receive whatever God.
Yeah,
might
so
have
I'm ready
you.
for whoever
How
is
you
coming.
gonna get ready, girl?
I'm ready for
When he
whoever's
comes.
coming.
So you are ready.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
No,
I'll
no, no,
be
no, no.
ready.
Oh, you'll be ready, so you're not ready.
I'll be ready.
Because I always tweet. Because Russell and Sierra is like.
Because
the
I don't know
biggest
when
thing.
he's coming. But
So I always say the only reason why it worked out because Sierra was ready. She was ready to receive
So if he came
Russell.
tomorrow, you gonna sabotage it or you gonna be ready?
no, because I'm not gonna be ready tomorrow.
Okay, miss 30 seconds.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna be ready tomorrow.
Now we're not talking about marriage. We just talking
No.
about a nice guy that you meeting.
Not tomorrow. Maybe in a week.
Okay.
I think I'll be
Maybe
ready.
by the weekend.
I
Maybe
think-
on a weekend.
We're just meeting, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm ready.
So he's like, hi Joe, blah blah. I'm such and such. I would like to take you out. You turning it down or you ready?
I'm ready
To go out.
I could go out on a date.
Yeah, you open.
Yeah, I could do that shit right now. What? Where we going?
I don't know. You said you're not ready, so whatever
Right.
it is, something holding you back.
I thought y'all meant like ready for a nigga to just be like, yeah, you my bitch today. Like, let's go, start life.
Well, how long? Okay.
He might say that
How are
after
we
the
on
date.
time? We going on time? Because this could go. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna ask this last question. So talking to you made me lose my train of thought.
You were talking about being ready, and we were saying, what if tomorrow? And
I'm ready for like a day. A day is regular. Like, I
Okay.
could go out
So
on a date. but
how
long
what-
do you date for?
yes.
I
How
don't know.
how do you feel like not just like a society like
I don't know.
so can you date a guy
A
and that next
serious
month
dating.
he's like
No, not a month.
no
No,
not a month, and then boyfriend and girlfriend.
no.
why is that
I say the same thing.
It's too soon.
okay
And that just makes me feel like you're just rushing to get somewhere. Like, I don't know. I feel like a month is like not a long time.
I say the same thing.
I feel like at least 6 months.
Yeah.
to like a year because you don't know people. And even
do white people do that shit? I
Hell
feel like
no,
they
they
date for like
They don't
a day,
even bathe,
3 months,
so
and
let
like
alone-
that's my girlfriend.
they be married by the next year. Like,
So why do we do it?
I don't know,
because
but
we don't be trusting people. Black people have trust issues.
issues. Yeah, we've been traumatized. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the issue.
I think a month is it's too soon because I'm talking about like you're not even my friend, and maybe I talked to you for like 3-6 months, and I don't even feel like you're my friend within that 6-month time. So a month is definitely not enough time for me. I think a good year because I'm gonna be honest, guys. I be self-sabotaging because I'm not ready, so I be sabotaging. So I think I need a good year of a healthy relationship, and then I will,
And my thing
settle
is,
down.
I don't like the bouncing back and forth from people to people to people. Like
Right.
that whole dating multiple people thing.
So you don't date multiple people?
I do, but it's like if I'm dating multiple people, I'm not sleeping with everybody.
Okay.
Or if I'm like, I may go out to eat with you, or I may go bowling with you, or I don't know, anything. But like the whole, especially like going public and shit, like dating and say we talking for 3 months or whatever, and then you do some fuck shit and now we not talking. So it's like, and then we done went public, posted a picture, the whole
Yeah.
night. Like it's just
That's
too
why you
much.
need a good
Shit
year.
happens. I mean, that shit can
It
happen
do,
in a
but
year.
I don't want to be on the internet with 5 different niggas.
So
Like,
don't do that.
No, you don't have to do it, but I'm just saying, like over time, like
if I'm
say,
just dating you, we're not going public.
but say if I'm dating you and it's 6 months in, and now we rocking, and like people know, like my circle knows, like we cool or whatever. And then now it's a year, and now we still rocking, and then some shit happens. Now we not together, and like we just both like fuck it, we just not
I
talking
think
with
that's
nobody.
just we don't want other people to talk about us like we talk about other people.
I don't even think it's that. I just don't think it looks good. Yeah, and that's how
We
I
about
am
to Issa
now.
Rae that shit.
Until you get married. Like I said, like no.
Yeah. My cousin told me that you need to date somebody that nobody knows. Like nobody in your friend group. Nobody in your group knows.
Okay, I can see that, but I can't see you not sharing to your friend group because there's
No, not like that. You would introduce him to them. Not your
Okay.
friends being like, oh, well, he used to talk to so-and-so. And that's
Oh,
why
that,
like, shit
Don't
yeah.
matter to me.
but
Like,
we learned last episode that Danny don't give
I don't
a F
care who
about
they used to
nothing.
talk to.
yeah, but it don't matter. But
Right.
if it's like if it's like not a friend or somebody, then yeah. But it's like people just see. I guess it's like said to say that when the more people that know whoever you're dealing with is said that shit could come up in conversation or whatever. Just because people are messy, not just because your person is doing something, but this person knows them because they went
I'm
to
like, oh, you
school
fucked that
and he
nigga?
used to
That's
be
nice.
doing
I'm
X, Y, and
fucking that
Z.
nigga.
That's because niggas be outside.
Right.
and-
Right.
So that's just like when we're doing our thing, a popular guy, low key guy. I feel like low key guys are not really in the conversation too much.
That don't mean that they're not moving silly. They're just low key.
Let me tell y'all something.
What?
These low key guys be outside. too.
You gotta figure it out. If you're the lit motherfucker, you gotta figure out if you want a lit motherfucker or a corny motherfucker.
Corny me.
You have to.
Corny keeps the job.
You gotta think it through very well.
Okay, when you say corny,
And I don't mean like, I just mean low key, out the mix, chilling.
because a low key guy is not a corny guy.
No.
Oh,
he's just
well,
out the
okay.
mix.
But then I want
Okay.
the low key guy.
Yeah, like a low key guy. That's if like that's. I don't know if you can like stand two lit people in a relationship or if
'Cause
you
I'm
don't.
not lit.
I don't know if he was low key or not.
Because I'm not lit. I'm a very.
But you are though.
No, I'm not. I'm a very low key, like a low key person.
You're low key lit.
Was he a lit guy? I need a guy that's able to socialize.
Yes.
Like, don't be awkward when you get in different like settings. I need you to be able to be comfortable because I feel like if I'm bringing you around, like you represent me. If it's my friends and
Right.
vice versa.
Right.
So you gotta be yourself and be comfortable. I don't like. Is that lit? Is that low key? I don't know.
You just gotta like. It's. I don't know. It's like
It's
it's
a
like a
balance.
balance. Because it's like you don't want, like, because you guys run a podcast. So
Right,
if your
right.
person is not okay with you guys, like, just like little shit that can,
Mingling
like,
and,
yeah, like just networking and doing shit. Like, you
If
gotta,
they're not
that
comfortable
shit
with
has
that,
to
I
be
feel like that's a very personal,
And it is.
insecure
It
type
could be.
thing.
It could be. But like there are people that are like that. If
And they
you're
have to go-
out in the mix and like, you get a lot of recognition from people. Some people can't stand that because they're not that
Right.
person.
Well, don't come fuck with me, nigga. You knew what it was when you
Right.
came over here.
And they have to deal with that. Like, I'm not
Right.
gonna make you feel secure because that's,
Right.
I'm not gonna
Right.
not
inner-
do me.
No, that's
Right.
what I'm saying. That's why I'm
That's
like,
an
do y'all
inner
go,
battle.
like,
I
ooh, 'cause
feel
y'all-
that you
That's
have
silly.
a fight with, and the next person you're gonna have the same problem with. So you need to go heal.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, maybe the other girl will conform. I'm not. You knew what it was when you came over here, nigga. I ain't just start this shit.
Well,
I've been outside, nigga. You better
Been
ask about
outside.
me.
I've been inside, but
Joe,
I
you are
just go outside for
You're on the
for
fence.
my job.
She is on the fence.
You be
My-
hopping the
Joe's
fence.
Joe's the driver.
You be hopping the fence.
I
Joe.
do not hop the fence. I'm just outside for work.
Oh,
That's
my
it.
School
God.
not even open.
No, not that
The
work.
school not
Like, I'm outside for work with a
We-
purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
With the purpose.
That's all right, because when outside really opened the fuck up,
When is that though?
we don't know. Probably 2 years.
Right. 2 years.
For it to be safely
I'm sick of it.
open.
Ugh, you know.
Yeah, I'm
God
sick of
bless
it
the
too.
land.
I'm sick of it being like, can I go? It's like double dutch. Like,
Right. Step in, step out, step in.
What
Now
we
it's getting
doing?
worse. It was better, worse,
Right. I'm
better.
sick of
Like,
it.
Lord bless
But
the
we
land.
that's a whole nother conversation. We'll
Heal
talk
the
about later.
land. Yeah.
But a positive vibe.
Yes, I do have a positive vibe. Kind of like a thought. So this week I did something that's so I made this promise to God. I'm very intentional about this thing. So I make sure when I wake up, I do this. And my pastor called me and she texted me and she said, God used you to answer my prayer. And I'm like, what? I knew exactly what she was talking about, but I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm just being faithful to what I promised to God. Like, I didn't know that my faithfulness is attached to what her prayer was. So she texted me and she was like, I have to let you know this testimony. She was like, I was just, talking to God and very emotional about something. And God used you to answer my prayer. And I was like, you know what, God, thank you for having her tell me that because, sometimes it's good. You're being obedient, but it's good to like having
Receive
someone give you confirmation, like, this is why you're doing it. Because you're blessing others in the midst of you being obedient. So whatever intentional thing that you have promised to God yourself, stick to it. Like, no matter what, no matter if distractions or whatever comes at you, stick to what you're intentional about. Because I'm telling you, like, a blessing, because of your obedience, there will be a blessing attached for it. But don't do it because you're going to be blessed, but just do it because you're making that sacrifice and you're being intentional to a cause. Because of that cause, you're going to be blessed, but don't focus on the blessing. Never focus on the blessing, but always on the cause. So, that's my
That's
plan.
solid.
Do you,
Yes, you brought me something.
Yes, I did.
The OG project. I don't know what episode was that. If you guys remember, I had my when I had my segment about my favorite Black local businesses,
Fashion and hair.
right,
episode.
and I had my 96 model glasses, and I was telling you about my favorite T-shirts, and I showed you one, and Morgan has a gift for me.
Yes, I do. I brought Joe another shirt.
Yes, thank
Here
you
you
so
go.
much.
have
Let's
an
see what
addition to the collection.
my collection. Let me tell you something. I support people, but I may never pick it up.
She will not pick it up. Let me just tell y'all
and I'm
that.
gonna buy it, and
She will pay for it. It'll be paid in full,
I'm
but
just not
that
picking
shit will
it
be
up.
in your car until
because it's been like a month.
it's been like 2.
So you have the peach. Was it like a peach
I
color?
had the peach, and now I have the gray.
Yes, you
And
do.
I don't.
Excuse the wrinkle. Oh, the thing.
Yeah. Well, I also have. I also have a patch too.
I
That's
think
why
it's in the
like,
car, you
I
guys. Sorry.
also have a patch because I finally got the team jacket out of the dry cleaners, and
I
was
saw
like,
that.
And I was like, Morgan, I really want a patch because she was like, I don't know if
I'm
I'm
surprised
gonna,
you would wear that patch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have it like. Yeah, I'm gonna have it somewhere. I'm mean, I don't smoke.
I can
but
give you a tag
I'm supporting the.
I can give you a tag too.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm supporting the OG project. I'm not supporting,
even though marijuana is legal.
Yeah,
in Connecticut.
that's true. So why? Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm surprised. Shit.
I also will be having more T-shirts. August 22nd is a Sunday at a pop-up shop in Hamden on Treadwell Street.
Okay, let us know.
You got the waist beads too, popping?
Yes, waist beads will be there as well. Get wasted, and the OG T-shirts will be available.
Okay, so you have new designs coming?
New T-shirt designs, yes.
Oh, okay.
And I have hats.
Oh, y'all better pull up.
Can I see a sneak peek?
Sure.
Y'all better pull
I've been
up.
trying to get concrete. I'm like, so can I get a sneak peek? And they're like, no, Joe.
They're very
And I also
tight
have
lips.
right. I also have a hat that I purchased like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't picked it up yet. So
see what I mean?
They're gonna drop it off, but the hat they can keep because I'm going to actually. So I have this whole outfit in my head what I'm gonna wear to the concert, and I'm gonna wear the hat to the concert. So they can just keep it till September.
Right.
Just make sure you're around in September.
You know what?
All right, y'all. Thank you for listening.
Bye, guys. Love you guys.
See you.
Toodles.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Team Podcast. Make sure you rate, subscribe, review. Let us know how we're doing. Make sure you also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Team Podcast. On Facebook, hashtag the Team Space Podcast. And it's lit, you know.
Yes, you can listen to all of our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. And if you're a visual person, check us out on YouTube. Also, make sure you subscribe to our email for more information as well.
And if you would like to give us any suggestions about Drop That Line, rooting, you tried it, please email at us at theteampodcast@gmail.com. Also, if you would like to be a guest on our show, fill out our guest inquiry sheet.
Yes.
And we have a new hotline, so make sure you text the team, THATEAM, to 475-300-0444 to get the latest in all things group chat.
Period.
Period.